From an undisclosed location in North America, you are watching Card to Card. And this week's episode, we are going to talk about the old Saybrooks Blockheads. Now, this is a card from the UFO MetaZoo set, first edition. And the artwork there, I really love this artwork. Just really cool by Saybrooks. And what in the world is an old Saybrooks Blockhead? Well, this is our next entry into the Card to Card archives, and it is the story of this bizarre creature, kind of funny looking creature. What is Old Saybrooks? Well, Old Saybrook is a town in Connecticut in the United States, and this actual eerie event took place on December 16th, 1957, and it was near this town. And the person that reported seeing this creature was actually a retired school teacher, and her name was Mary M. Starr. And she said that she was asleep, awoken by a bright light that was around 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. So she got up, looked out her bedroom window, and thought at first that she was seeing like a downed airplane, but it was actually a craft hovering above her clothesline. And this ship had square windows, she noted, and she also saw two beings pass one another on the ship, holding their right arms in the air. What was unusual was there was no hands on these arms, and the heads were quite striking. They were like transparent cubes with bright red cores, and they had like rubbery bodies that flared out like skirts. And she could not tell if they had legs or no legs, and she estimates that these beings were about 4 feet tall. So she got a pretty good look at these things. We actually have an artist rendition of these blockheads. Let me bring it up here. And get this thing to come up here. And there it is. Again, viewer discretion advised when we show stuff on the channel. But there is the artist rendition of the blockhead. But you can see very clearly this transparent cube of a head with this red orb as like inside this head. You can also see the handless arm there. It's kind of like you can't tell if it has legs. So that's a really good artist description or artist rendition of what Mary saw. Well, and also the MetaZoo art is very similar to that and looks really good. I really like the MetaZoo art look of that. So eventually these windows vanished on the spacecraft or whatever craft that was, and there was like an antenna that like started rising up from the ship, and then the ship started to glow, and then the glow faded and the antenna retracted and just suddenly flew straight up in the air, and it was gone, never to be seen again or reported again. But what's interesting, guys, we actually have video footage of this incredible craft in this event. So let's go ahead and roll that now. Okay. Interesting. You can see kind of like the square windows there, and that's crazy. Now, of course, they didn't have color film back then, but we can only imagine what these creatures look like. Oh, uh, excuse me. I'm like yawning during my video. That's unprofessional. So anyway, this is the part of the video where we take a closer look at what's going on in the art. And the date of birth, 1957, that matches up. Old Saybrook, Connecticut. The flavor text, I like how it's kind of out in a field. Really cool, like a forest. Just great artwork there. Flavor text says the heads of these aliens are composed of a uniquely malleable glass. In cyclopean eye, its cyclopean eye can keenly observe in all directions. So the MetaZoo people are seeing this red thing as an eye. Who knows? So guys, what do you guys think this was? Was this teacher just like kind of off her rocker imagining this? Or did she really see this ship with these beings? Man, it's really hard to try to figure out what this was. Um, I don't know. I think I just don't know. I don't think she's making it up. Um, she definitely had something making a bright light, and she could see something outside her window. What it was it an alien? Was it these weird blockhead things? Was it some people just playing a prank on her? It kind of looks like someone wearing like a big baggy thing and um, just put this thing on as a top. And it probably might have been kids that were from her school or something. I don't know. It's just you never hear about an alien looking like this, and usually they're like the Greys or something like that, or the reptilian aliens. So this one's pretty perplexing as to what really happened. I wish I could have been there and seen what she was seeing. Very interesting. That is the legend of the old Saybrooks Blockheads. And next time you're awoken by some bright light, 2 or 3 in the morning, and you look out your window, you definitely need to keep your eye out.